So in this video, I wanted to give you guys an updated list of my top 10 most comfortable slides for 2024. Just so you guys know, I've tried over 40 pairs of slides just from all different brands. And not just the main slides that we have in this countdown, but also like the APL slides, the Lululemon slides, the Adicane slides from Adidas, the Adidas Boost slides, the Jordan Play slides, New Balance Fresh from Martian slides. There's just a whole bunch of different versions out there. And if you guys want to buy any of these slides that I'm going to be mentioning in this video, I have them all linked in the description. I'll try to actually put little timestamps as well on the video if you guys find that informative. I also did want to let you guys know that I will be selling some of these slides over on Whatnot, and I do have a bunch of the Adilette slides for like 12 bucks that I will have listed here in the future on August 15th. That's my next show date. Letting you guys know ahead of time. If you guys want to bookmark my future shows for August and September, greatly appreciate it if you guys can do that. Also, you can sign up now for Whatnot and get $15 free credit. You don't have to spend it on my show. You can use it on anything. But if you use my referral link to sign up, it's greatly appreciated and definitely supports the channel. Looking forward to doing some more live auction shows on Whatnot. All of my items that I list on Whatnot only start at $1. It's always a fun time doing a live and chatting with you guys over there. So make sure you hit the link in the description and sign up if you haven't thus far. So the number 10 spot, starting us off, is going to be the Skechers Go Recovery Slides. Kind of a weird one to put in the mix. I know you guys are already not taking my list seriously, but if you guys have tried the Skechers Hyperburst material, the midsole is actually legit. It's a credible like foam. It's like a super foam. It's definitely one of those foams that is very responsive, soft and squishy, and really good on feet. I put it lower on my list always. I always kind of fade Skechers just because I don't love the brand. The Skechers Hyperburst slides are about $60 per pair, so they're not cheap. It's definitely a premium product, and you definitely notice it when you put them on feet. And I'll be 100% honest, if you did a blind step-in test with these versus some of the other major brands, this one would place higher than some of the other ones, maybe even on my list. I'd fade Skechers just because it's Skechers. I don't like that they knock off other brands for the most part, which is why this is the number 10 spot. But still, I'm throwing it in the mix. It's a comfortable slide, definitely worth a look if you guys don't care about the brand. So the number 9 spot, it's kind of a two-parter, but there's two different slides that I think are worth a look from Adidas. You have the AYOON Slides, and then you also have the Adilette 22s. Now we'll start off with the AYOON Slides. This model I think looks really nice. It's kind of a pillowy, crazy, all foam pair of slides. But the only problem that I have with this one is they market it as a women's slide, and I don't know why. I feel like they should have just marketed this as a slide, and then they offer men's and women's sizing in it. But sometimes it's kind of confusing to consumers. When you're out on Adidas website, originally when they came out, and you do a search, they would only show up on the women's side of things. So if you looked under men's slides, they didn't even show up. I got them because I was like, dude, I don't care if it's a women's slide or not. They're comfortable. So I tried them out, and they are comfortable. Overall, I'd say it's one of the better options from Adidas. Overall, again, a nice, comfortable pair. Now, that one is not going to be as widely available as the next one. And so for that reason, I'm adding in the Adilette 22s as the backup for that slide. But the Adilette 22s, I think, is a nice pair as well. They do retail at $60. And sizing, I would say, I go up half a size again. I went with a size 10. Overall, though, they're pretty comfortable, and it definitely has the most unique looking slide. It looks like kind of a topographical map, 3D printed upper sort of thing going on. And they do have a couple different colorways here and there that are on sale for like the $30 range. Again, I'll link all of these in the description of the video for those interested. All right, so the number 8 slide is gonna go to the Crocs Mellow Slides. And I think that this is another awesome pair. Some people might actually put this in the number 1 spot just because it is very comfortable on feet. It is an all foam pair as well, and they do have a bunch of different colorways out there. I got a size 10 in these. I think that's the right fit. So they do feature Light Ride in the midsole, which is a softer foam than the Crocs Light. Both of the foams are good, but for a recovery, marshmallow sort of feel, these things are really good on feet. They are $50 at retail for those looking. And the overall Crocs rating is about 4.3 stars out of 5. So pretty highly rated, and it's a pretty nice, sleek looking pair. Not a pair that you would necessarily think is even a pair of Crocs. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. So moving on to the number 7 spot, we're gonna go with the Puma Shibu Cats. This is an interesting name. Puma says it's a fully injected IMEVA slide, so it has that as the branding of the slides, and they do run about $45 brand new. But honestly, one of those slides, I was like, this is much better than I expected. Very comfortable on feet, and one that I was like, okay, I see why people like these things. In fact, you guys actually recommended these to me from videos past, so I appreciate y'all for leaving those comments. And also, if you have other pairs that you want to see me try out in the future, leave a comment, let me know. All right, so the number 6 spot is going to go to a little bit more of a rugged pair, but this is the Under Armour Project Rocked 3 slides. Size up, I would go with a size 10 if you're 9.5. They do retail at $70. They're kind of expensive. The alternate, if you want something that's pretty decent as well, is the UA Summit Fat Tire that I tried as well. Pretty decent on those. They are pretty wide though. I remember those being specifically wide. However, the Project Rocks have a nice like rugged outsole, and the overall feeling on the midsole is pretty nice as well. It felt like a great slide, to be honest, but the price point is a little bit high. overall, I'd say if you're looking for the more traction version of a pair of slides, and this one offers a lot of traction. But it is a comfortable one, and I was like, okay, surprised. The Rock has a pair of slides that's actually pretty good. So the number 5 spot is gonna be the Nike off-court slides. The Nike off-court slides are about $40. They do run true to size, sort of. So I'm a size 9.5, which is always awkward for me. So typically I always go up a half a size, unless otherwise stated in the video. Sometimes I'll go actually down to a size if the slides fit big. For this one, I think I went to a size 10, and that was a better option. Size 9 was just too small. But they do offer a dual density foam in the midsole. Very comfortable slide, to be honest, and one of the long-standing slide options that we've seen from Nike. They've tried to dabble with different slides and stuff here and there, but this is the one that I keep going back to as being my favorite. The Nike Calm slides were just not it. Super uncomfortable in my opinion. Maybe just not made for my type of foot. Which is also a good point. We all have kind of different foot types. I kind of have more of a flatter foot. My wife has a super high arc. So, you know, everybody's experience is gonna be a little bit different. So the number 4 spot's gonna go to a pair that I honestly wrote off last year, but overall it's a really good slide. It's just one that I, had little problems with. Maybe my pair from Amazon was just not very good. You have the Oofos Slides. These things are pretty comfortable. The midsole is pretty soft. The only thing is it kind of sits up a little bit higher, so I did feel like it was a little bit unstable. But if you don't have a problem with that, I feel like you put these on, you're gonna be like, these are the most comfortable slides I've ever tried on. Most people get that feeling from the shoes. They are $60 again, and I would probably go up a half a size to a size 10. But overall, it's a good slide. If some of the other slides that I mentioned in the beginning of the video were still in production, then this wouldn't be a top 5 for myself. But given the temperament, the fact that they're available all over the place, and it's just one of those generally accepted slides that are comfortable, it's a comfortable slide for sure. That brings us into the top 3 though, and the number 3 slide is gonna go to the old dog, the Adilette Comfort Slides. These things are beasts, man. They retail at $35 now, which is kind of crazy because you can get them on sale as low as like $15 on certain sales, in certain sizes, certain colorways. I always try to post them when they do go on sale, so follow me over on Twitter if you guys don't, at heskicks. But these things are pretty incredible, man. I wear my pair all the time. It's like the go-to pair. If you're looking for a cheap slide that's like around $20 or less, that has a nice amount of comfort overall and has a decent amount of traction on the outside as well. It's a one-stop shop for most of the sneakerhead people out there. Historically speaking, it's just been the go-to. I usually get a size 10 instead of a size 9, so I do go up a half a size. But the comfort is there, and they offer a bunch of different colorways all through the year. And again, some random ones will pop up as low as like $12, $15, which is crazy. But just throwing a cautionary note, if you go to Adidas website and type in Adilette Slides, the comfort ones are not the only ones that are gonna pop up. You have the Adilette 22s, you have the shower slides, you have the base Adilette slides that are made in Italy that they don't disclose that. They should because they sell more. But the Adilette Comfort Slides now is the name of the ones that are the traditional Adilette slides that we knew from the sneaker perspective. They're the ones that are the go-tos. They retail again at $35. If you can get them for $28 in a good colorway in your size, I recommend you checking it out. I'll link them again in the description. But this is the one where it's just like, it's a no-brainer. You don't really mind if you beat them up too much because they're not $60 each, but they are very comfortable on feet, and it's just definitely the one that I just keep going back to over and over and over again. Number 3 spot for me this year, and to be honest, this would be the spot of the Alpha Bounces if Adidas made them and put them on their website, but for some reason they don't do that anymore. The Alpha Bounce was traditionally my favorite one, but if you can still find them out there, then great. It's just hard to find them in good sizes, and I never find them on Adidas. So we made it to the top 2. I teeter-totted on this, went back and forth. I'm ending up going with the Hoka Recovery 3 slides for my number 2 spot. I think it's the best looking slide on the list. It's very comfortable as well, and I think that the overall difference from the Hoka Recovery like 1 to the 3 is just like insane. Like the 1 was not very good. The 3 is like very good, exceptional, stylish. I just love everything about the Hoka Recovery 3. The only bummer is the price point is $60, and I just looked right now on Dick's Sporting Goods. They actually have a Recovery Mule as well. That looks pretty exciting. I didn't know that they actually had that. Now, some people say that the sizing do run a little bit large. Again, being a half footer, it kind of sucks. I don't mind getting them a little bit bigger just because I can wear thicker socks in the wintertime if I decide, but I went with a size 10. But keep that information if you guys want. I think Hoka did a really nice job on this one though. It's the better looking slide on the list. Easy to put on and just overall a nice look and feel. But it doesn't beat out my number 1 spot, which is very surprising to me because I went back and forth, like I said. Number 1 is gonna go, again, for me, the Crocs Echo Slides. Now this isn't gonna be for everybody. Not everybody loves the Crocs Echo Slides as much as I do. They're definitely very wide foot friendly. I have a wider foot, so I love them. I did go up a half a size, however, true to size would probably work a little bit better. I do have a little bit more room than I need in my Crocs Echo Slides. They do run $50 each, so kind of expensive. But the reason why I really like these is because of the dual density nature of these shoes. They have Crocs-like construction, which is the traditional Crocs on the upper of the shoe, but then they have the drop-in footbed of the Light Ride, and for some reason, it's insanely soft for me on feet. They just feel super soft and squishy, wide foot friendly, and so they're a little bit more rugged and just more wearable and more durable than some of the other stuff on the market. $50 is the price point. Crazy to say it's my number one spot. I didn't think Crocs would ever be in the number one spot like 10 years ago on my list, but this is one. I just really, really like this one. I would say that the Yeezy Slides would probably beat this one out if it was still in production. However, they don't still really make those, and I didn't really like the way the Yeezy Slides fit over the arc of my foot. It was very hard to slide on. These Echo Slides are no issues at all. But that's my list, top 10 slides 2024. What do you guys agree with or disagree with? Leave a comment in the comment section. Again, if you guys want to buy any of them that I talked about, link in the description, and I appreciate y'all. For anybody that uses my links, it does usually give me some credit with some of the brands. I don't have relationships with all of the brands, but I definitely appreciate it when you guys use my links. I greatly appreciate it. Have a good rest of the day, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully see you back on the channel for some more content. All right, peace, guys.